Alright guys, so Cookie Run Kingdom has uploaded their patch note for September 24th update featuring Silent Salt and Charcoal Cookie with Beasties episode 11. Let's look at this together and see exactly what we're getting here, guys. Hello and welcome to Cookie Run Kingdom. Venture into the depths of the Land of Silence in the September 24th update. What is new? At the gates of the Spire of All Knowledge, White Lily Cookie parted ways with Pure Vanilla Cookie to pursue her quest for clues about the beast binding ritual and the ancient magic of the witches. Now, her path has brought her to the Land of Silence, the domain of Silent Salt Cookie, now free from his eon-long confinement. Despite the dreadful beast's overwhelming strength, capable of silencing the screams of countless spirits, White Lily Cookie takes another step towards the answers she seeks. What awaits her in the depths of the catacombs amidst the curses and ancient grudges of its vengeful spirits? So, episode 11, Silence of Conviction. Join White Lily Cookie in the new Yeast episode, Veiled by the Mist of Darkness. Clear stage 11-30, the truth behind despair, to obtain the new Castle of Silence Cookie Castle design. Equip both Castle of Silence and the Fountain of Silence to activate a special effect. Episode effect, Veil of Salt. Behind the Veil of Salt, the damage dealt by your cookies is decreased, and they suffer from the Salt Rock debuff, making them periodically lose HP. If Charcoal Cookie is on the team, he nullifies the Veil of Salt and dampens the effect of Salt Rock. Silent Salt Cookie is immune to both Veil of Salt and Salt Rock. Episode effect, Soul of Salt. Starting from episode 11-16, the Soul of Salt episode effect will be applied. Your enemies will be affected by Soul of Salt that will make them enraged when on the verge of defeat. If Silent Salt Cookie is on your team, enemies will suffer from the Salt Dread debuff that will reduce their attack and attack speed and dampen the effect of Soul of Salt. Alright, so it does look like Charcoal as well as Silent Salt is going to be very important for the next episode. Alright, next one is going to be the tactical skill, Silent Strike. Creates a magic rune of black salt, dealing periodic damage to enemies. If the enemies are already affected by Salt Dread, they will also become petrified and suffer from Salt Seal debuff that forbids enemies from using any effects and skills other than the regular attacks. If Silent Salt Cookie is on the team, he'll reduce the cooldown of this tactical skill. So very cool. Again, focusing on that Silent Salt. White Lily Cookie and the Catacombs of Silence. What dark secrets do the catacombs hide? Follow White Lily Cookie's footsteps in the Silence of Conviction episode. Collect brilliant memory fragments and complete the collection, and most likely we are going to get some crystals for it. And then the new challenge mode. Test your mettle in episode 11's challenge mode. Apply various difficulty enhancements and prove your strength. So the rules: clear stages on hard to unlock the challenge mode. In challenge mode, you will be offered various adjustable difficulty enhancements. The sum of your settings will determine the overall number of challenge points. You can begin a challenge mode battle once you have increased the difficulty beyond the minimum value. Clear the stage for the first time to get the first win reward. Juicy stamina jellies are not consumed upon attempting a challenge mode battle. Monster Menace cannot be completed in the challenge mode. The battles will also not be counted towards any mission regarding the stage completion in Beasties. This is actually really good news. It just allows us to go and try out new things without having to worry about actually spending those, juicy stamina jellies for Monster Menace and other things like that. The Balloon Expedition area is also increasing here to episode 11, and we are going to be getting these right over here, the Silent Yeast ores, which is going to increase the speed of technology research on the Sugar Gnome Laboratory. And now on to the main dish of the update. It's going to be the Beast Cookie, Silent Salt Cookie. Alright, Silent Salt Cookie is an ambush who uses the skill End of Silence. Skill description. So long. Silent Salt Cookie calls upon the power of the eclipse to summon his steed, Nox Black Salt, and put his enemies to the state of silence eternal. Next, he charges forward astride Nox Black Salt, cutting the shaded moon in half to make it explode. dealing great damage to enemy units. At the beginning of the battle, Silent Salt Cookie delivers Fury of the Catacombs to the enemy with the highest attack, targets non-safeguarded Cookie first. Silent Salt Cookie himself is not affected by the Fury of Catacombs unless he is the only cookie on the team. Once Fury of the Catacombs is fully stacked, its target receives punishment. When the target is defeated, Fury of Catacomb moves on to the next target with the highest attack. Once the team's HP drops below a certain point, the 7 enemies with the highest attack, targets non-safeguarded cookies first, will be inflicted with Wrath of the Catacomb that will instantly trigger the Silent Demise effect. Silent Salt Cookie's Forsaken Freedom renders him immune to all cooldown impairing effects. When affected by cooldown increasing or pausing effects, Silent Salt Cookie will gain an HP shield along with damage resist and cooldown recovery buffs. Oh my gosh, there's so many things here, guys. Of course, he's going to be doing some silence, and from what we have heard, there is going to be an enhanced version of the skill as well. But we do have the instant trigger of certain effect here, which is the Silent Demise effect. Don't know exactly what that's going to do, but man, immune to all cooldown impairing effects. That's going to be really crazy, guys. Another really insane cookie for the arena. Next, Charcoal Cookie. He's going to be a epic magic cookie who uses the skill Tomb Keeper's Right. Skill description: Charcoal Cookie summons tombstones and unleashes vile spirits. The spirits cause a commotion in the enemy ranks and shackle enemies for some time. Whenever these spirits cause a commotion, Charcoal Cookie's lantern consumes their power. If an enemy becomes defeated as a result, Charcoal Cookie's lantern will consume even greater power. If the lantern is full at the end of the skill duration, it will release Cleansing Light. If Charcoal Cookie joins the battle together with Silent Salt Cookie, his vile spirits become stronger and cast a debuff, further increasing damage taken by enemies. Charcoal Cookie's Cleansing Light will grant Silent Salt Cookie buffs, increasing his Darkness type and Steel type crit damage. I gotta see if this is gonna work out inside of the arena, but at least inside of the Beast raid, it seems like this is going to be a very important one, especially in the first phase, which is coming out in 2 weeks after this update. Next one is going to be the new Biscuit. This time around, though, is going to be for Grass and Wind type because we already have Darkness and Steel. So that is going to be available. And then we have the new Resident Topping for Silent Toppings, which is going to be for Silent Salt and Charcoal as of right now. Next new skill element is going to be Grass here, and the cookies that are going to get it: Carol, Cherry Blossom, Matcha, Fig, Carrots, as well as Purple Yam, White Lily, Lilac, Cotton, Silver Bell, Golden Asmanthus, Camellia, and Red Asmanthus. I'm surprised Cotton is in there too. Okay, so all the cookies will at least do damage. So for people who are wondering why Carol actually does damage, Herb sadly doesn't do any damage. So if Herb does get a element later down the line, it's if the magic candy is going to allow him to do some damage. Next one is going to be new treasures: Unyielding Berry Necklace and Cursed Catacomb Candle. Cursed Catacombs Candle. The light of the candle goes out, silencing enemies. If the target is a cookie, they will suffer from a damage and cooldown reducing debuff if silence duration is over, if it has been otherwise removed, or if the target is immune. If the target is not a cookie, they will suffer from attack and attack speed debuff. And the necklace. The power of the necklace will increase the team's attack, make the cookies heavier and more resistant to knockback and flying effects. Additionally, it increases the team's attack and crit percentage upon every activation. The buff stacks up with every activation and triggers a greater attack and crit damage buff at full stacks. It looks like this is going to be another replacement for some guild boss battle stuff, and possibly an insane treasure for the arena. So we'll see how this one goes. We have the new background, a Night of Silence as well, which most likely we have to purchase right here. Yep, purchase the package. And then we have the new events, all right? To the Baron, Cannon Run. Ride upon a chariot and blast away at bosses. Cannon Rush is a minigame where you control the chariot and defeat bosses within the time limit. Bosses and rewards will be changed with each of the 4 Cannon Run seasons, as well as the items stocked in the Cannon Run shops. Your inventory and levels will remain the same. Event rules: you can enter Cannon Run by using the Cannon Run tickets. Regular shells are fired automatically, and you can use the arrow keys to control the chariot. avoid enemies, attack, and blast away. Very, very simple. We have items, upgrade, power up, HP, missiles, jellies, and magnets. And then we also do have some chariot upgrades. So upgrade the chariot up to level 20 using raspberry coins. And it's going to allow you to increase attack with incendiary shells, speedy wheels, increase speed, robust hull, increases HP, and stuff like that. It's going to be available inside of the shop. Game ends when your HP reaches 0 or time runs out. Rewards is going to be some blueberry coins depending on your score, and claim rewards depending on the last boss you have defeated. Alright, so I want to see how this one goes, but it does look pretty darn fun. Hopefully it does work out a little bit better than last time inside of the Beast Raid. We also do have some addition changes and improvements. Alright, so we do have the thing where you can filter by skill element and also sort them by A to Z, Z to A. Also, you are able to search by name, which is going to be really, really good. You can add cookies to the favorites. And then we also do have the automatic biscuit reset. So you're basically able to select 1 to 6 desired bonus effects. And then you can select the range, whether you want a white one, blue one, purple one, and orange one, and stuff like that. And then you also do have where you may choose to pause the process whenever you get a top 1% value of any bonus effect. And most likely it's going to be that orange thing. All right. And then resetting individual bonus effects. Use Radiant Biscuit Dough to automatically reset individual bonuses as well. So you can do that with the regular Biscuit Dough and the Radiant as well, which is going to be individual slots. All right. And then we also do have some changes for the Kingdom side, which is the Sugar Gnome Lavatory, automatic technology selection, and new technologies. All right, so we have the new feature where fast technology selection has been added to the Sugar Gnome Lavatory. You can now check the list of available technologies and choose one to research. You can now choose to select further researches to research automatically. The next technology will be picked according to the following condition, depending on what you choose here. All right, we also do have some level expansion and research costs. So 27 technology had their maximum level expanded from 10 to 15. So we're not done, guys. We're going to get more effects and more bonuses, but we have to work for it. The cost of research technologies, however, has been decreased by 20% and duration by 50%. So if it took 2 days, it's going to now take 1 day. If it costs 1 million coins, it's going to only cost 800,000 coins. All right, stuff like that. And then also formerly invested items that went overboard, all right, it's going to be refunded back to us in the mailbox. All right, we also do have some update gift for the Sugar Gnome Lavatory. To celebrate the update that will allow you to research more technologies faster, all players will receive a gift in the mailbox. So we'll have to see what that gift is going to be. And then we also do have the Mind Quality of Life improvements. Upon entering the card selection menu, you have last selection method you used, and you can select between single or multi. Added the scroll bar for the card list and filter your cards by grade and types. And also other news. So Beastie's quest completion reward. The quest reward for completing Beastie stage 3-30 has been changed to Castle of Fertility. If you have previously completed this quest, you'll receive the reward via your mailbox. Alright guys, but that is going to be all of the patch notes. Of course, we're going to have another update come out in 2 weeks. That's going to be featuring the Beast Raid, the Boss Rush, and all of the other events that are supposed to be added. And then 2 weeks after that, which is a month from where we are right now, we're going to get the White Lily Cookie update, which is going to feature White Lily Cookie Awakening, as well as the new costumes and stuff like that. So we do have a lot of extra stuff. Make sure to not waste your resources on the legendary costumes, especially so that you are able to use it for the next update. There's a lot of things coming out for next update as well, so watch out for it. But super excited for tomorrow for the update of Silent Salt, to pull for Silent Salt, test them out, as well as the new challenge mode and things like that. So let me know down in the comments below what you guys think, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.